Hi y'all, what's a good word? It's still Saturn's Day, August 12th. I'm up about a mile high, if not at a mile high. It's your mile high priest. Of course, it's Saturn's Day. The great Father in the sky did show up, as well as the Sun, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the Source, the Spirit, Divinity, magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings and queens, emperors and empresses. This is your highest court. I am your jester. With the pleasure of providing you the stellar, planetary, vibrational, mercurial, Venusian, spiritually guided messages. I am getting a lot of like Taurus energy. Of course, a lot of Cancer masculine and a Taurus masculine. Empress energy, feminine Libra, but also just Libra in general. And also Venus, of course. A lot of Venusian, Venus star point overnight now, which is the Venus conjunction with the Sun, which is the Venus in, I already forgot, I'm so sorry, because it's retrograde. Inferior conjunction. It is also referred to as a Kazemi. So many things, right? Astrology. Geez, figure it out, y'all. Or not, right? We like so many, all the things for all the things. Okay, so yeah, we've kind of gotten the message of like, there is like, or maybe some of you are expecting or like just found out, or it's a secret. I'm sorry, I don't mean to like expose the secret. But yeah, a lot of like, fertility. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like hiccuping. A lot of Piscean and masculine Piscean, and yeah, also feminine Piscean. Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus as well. I did want to just jump ahead. A lot of like emotional energy. I'm getting like rest. I did do a pre-shuffle of the animal spirits because I wanted to kind of really dive into the messages. Of course, the buffalo was present in the last reading, and it did come up again. I didn't really speak on the card, but I did mention it several times, but it truly did reappear in the pre-shuffle. So it is about maintaining practicality and spirituality, and maintaining spirituality and practicality. Those things are gonna kind of gear up, and it really is about your wisdom and like really how strong you are able to make it through a lot. You've been through a lot, but it could be that you're moving towards seeing something like a reward, or you sense it or something like that. And yeah, please just believe in that. Which is maybe really significant to the buffalo also, that you practice gratitude exercises, and like also maybe small acts of charity or service. It is that some of you need to really it's like I get a lot of like, just really be honest with yourself, and there's something like you realize you do have to be honest with yourself, but you've committed more to like staying away from the truth is fine. You've somehow told yourself that you can just not face the truth, but it's all here. It's like encircling you, it's around you, it's not going to let you go. There's something more fated in that case, where like at some points where that astrology does offer us choices, and then the timing leaves. And this is a timing like that for a lot of us. Like we're given this kind of rush and time to pull inward and go inward and really dig in deep for something that we want to create. And then on the other hand, there's also a lot of the faded qualities ever so often, and in this reading, the alignment is that you know yourself, that you have to be honest with yourself about some facets, especially taking on others. I don't know, like their issues or problems, or like assuming other, or like being something about like taking on the role of someone who is the go-to for help, or like you help everyone, but there's something off balance or equally draining. It still involves a lot of truth, and in that case it would involve like going more so going to find support, like a counselor, to kind of dig deep and have a guide, right? Have a guidance counselor. But there is a lot to say about your intuition once you muster up this strength to be honest with yourself, and you're just direct, and you just expose yourself to the honesty. You will realize how strong you are. You will get through it so quickly. Like right now you feel you're so stuck, and a lot of it has to do with the inability to expose, just like drop into the truth. And it's like you already know the truth. So it's just like being like, yes, that's the truth. Like I did that, or I do that, or I am that way. Immediately that does put you in a transformative alchemical state, and you're sort of rushed, because there's a rush. There are rushes or downloads, like immediately your intuition kicks in. I mean, I'm saying immediately, but like it could be that over the next few weeks you just start getting so much, and like the things around you will appear to be that final kind of test, and you absolutely can do it. And it is just that karmic finality of just being able to come out and refreshing, restarting, reslating, like a slate. I'm getting that some of you guys believed. Wow, some of you guys entrusted somebody or something, and they were not. They could be very well like someone very close to you, like a friend or family. Like maybe they don't want you to do something, so they lie to you. But also the lizard. I'm so sorry that message just came in, but learn to protect yourself, because you are intuitive. If you already feel that your energy is a lot way off, so be honest about where you've kind of been going with your energy. Like, where have you been pouring your energy into, or where, or what, or who, or when, or like what has been happening in that case. I'm getting a lot of like angelic baby wings, like baby wing, or like angel wings. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Some of you may be deciding to move because you don't want to be near some of the energy that you're near, but so that's great. Or you're doing that. Others, just learn more so to protect yourself. If you do want to be in a more energetic environment, or you're in a more, like, say you live in a city like New York City, or like you're on the train a lot in Brooklyn back and forth or something, I don't know, like that, just, and you like to be there, but you realize you're very intuitive and psychic and impression, like you pick up others' energies, I guess, for lack of better phrases. Like, you just must learn how to protect yourself in many ways, from simple to however you like. The simpler the better, the more often the better. Daily practices, morning, it could be a prayer. I love the visualizations, like Maybe it is that you just need to do a lot of purification, visualization, Saint Germain's violet light, things like that, and then integrate. I'm getting a lot of like integrated into a practice, daily practice. Keep it simple, right? Keep it lovely, simple. And wow, I guess this card just wanted to like fly out. We're gonna keep it because it just flew out. Like I showed you all the sun at the bottom of the deck, and so I was grabbing that deck, and the sun was there, and this was in the how fun. It just like flew out. So I have the Wild Unknown Alchemy. What is up? What messages do we have for the collective today? Archangels, Ascended Masters of the Highest Light, Spirit Angels. This. Angels and spirits. This was against nature, and then it's Sap of the Moon card, which it's kind of shown up here and there. I guess some of you are going against the current in a way. And we have that. The yellowing is about being honest and looking at what is keeping you stuck, because I'm looking at coagulation. Like, what is all this? Like, either you've accumulated a lot of different energies because you're taking on the role of being that person that is there for a lot of people, and so now your vibration is very like excitable and like very it's like this energetic balance. So there's like this, you want to be still, but you can't remain still. You're very, a lot of thoughts, but your mind kind of has to go into different profiles. It's just different masks that you're wearing. Are they real, or which ones are real? Which ones don't fit you anymore? Are you putting on a good show and a good face and a good smile for everyone because that's what everyone expects from you? Getting a lot of intense like sacral chakra, and it just goes back to the message of like being honest, and you're fighting really hard to go against your intuitive gifts, and they just kind of creep around you. And there is this, a lot of you're very giving in that you're supportive of a lot of folks, but you're going against nature. Wow, what the? Okay, we should read that one, right? The Sap of the Moon planet, although I love it, it is more the same message is be honest with yourself. There's a little bit of relying more on maybe your innocence, or maybe going with the I'm supportive, I help others, and not going beyond sometimes questioning it. Like you question it, but you question whether you really are helpful or whether it is something that is keeping you from your intuitive enlightenment and intuitive gifts, many psychic gifts. A lot of you are very sensitive in general. You're a sensitive person, like a psychic. So a lot of your psychic I don't like, but you have a lot of different psychic abilities. It's going against nature in that it's not grounded. It's not there. Your emotional state is constantly ebb and flow because you're not grounding, because you're helping others, because you've accepted that as your fate. Like you're fated to be the helper, and that drives your mind and lifestyles and daily kind of habits, but it also creates this choppy dissonance in your thoughts, and like maybe you're losing track of things and people. I'm sorry. I think just wow. Okay, we have Aries energy. A lot of Aries energy. And these showed up: the Magician, and the Hermit. But the Hermit was in reverse. So when you have the capability and strength to be both naturally grounded. So in a natural kind of essence, like maybe think like health, physical health, or physical vitality. You are also very much an emotional, like you lead with emotion, so you can be very supportive and helpful, but you encompass a larger being, and you like to I don't know why you believe, like it seems like you believe more absolutist in a way. So we do have Gemini and Virgo qualities here, so it could be that you're in those aspects, but coming more so into your body, yes, will alleviate a lot of how you're feeling, but also the talk therapy, or like those efforts like guidance counseling, can help with the aspects that you perhaps don't feel like you want. Like maybe you are on kind of, you're unmotivated because you don't know how to approach it. So having a counsel, that's why, besides the cards, besides the message from the cards, it's maybe more like the support and the help will allow you to map your emotions and like sort of like labeling them, and that will help you to learn to approach emotions and process as you are able to recognize them. Something about like being able to recognize them, perhaps through categorization or labeling, but that's very systematic, right? It's something like a counselor can help you or guide you with in determining like an approach that can help you ultimately recognize, because you're like very emotionally powerful. And once you kind of tap, it's like you'll untap and you'll come into a natural state, and that will allow a natural flow. You'll come into like this emotional bubble again with the level up. Like you'll gain emotional intelligence somehow, and or just emotional maturity, and that will be like a inspirational rush of like, whoa, yeah, I can help others, but there's a different means and a different ways to that means, and a lot of that will come fast too. It'll be emotional and also inspirational in the kind of creative financial sense. It will propel you maybe in that way to make more money or open up to different avenues of money, perhaps more choices or more contract availabilities. Wow, those yeah, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. New contracts, right? Wow, yeah. You know, then the bigger ones will start to come in. Wow. Okay. Here, 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Unable to recognize the bigger picture, the bigger, like, wow, 2 of Cups and the freaking King of Cups trying to come out. King of Cups, 2 of Cups, and then the Lovers in reverse. See how, like, the true psychic, we have Cancer masculine. Also, I guess I'm picking up all the water or masculine signs too. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then the 2 of Cups. So yeah, transformative, right? Like shedding away, leaving something behind, learning. Like grown up. I don't know why I'm like all grown up, like Plutonian, right? Like transformation. This is emotional and financial. I don't know how else to say it. I said that already, right? And the 4 of Pentacles. I love the 4 of Pentacles in this deck. But all of that is sort of locked away. And when I put the Egyptian Tarot down, guess what was under, or guess what was there? The Pluto, Cancer, Scorpio, 2 of Cups. Digging in deep to like unblock yourself and like recall all your energy, and then be inspired by spirit. Your spiritual gifts like lock in. They're like blocked, and then you want to unblock and then lock in, and you're like emotionally powerful and very grounded, practical yet spiritual. You're like both worlds. You're you're that toad amphibian. You're between the worlds. You're like powerful manifester in that manner, the magician, right? Oh, I guess these want to talk. Realizing that struggle is over, like you're given this time. The sun wants to talk. The sun spirit wants to talk. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay. So this came up in reverse, and this is at the bottom, the Fool. Okay, this is your new beginning, but you're not wanting to unblock, to lock into it, to lock into the wheel of karmic fortune, right? You're fated. Yeah, you're you're maybe not wanting to, or maybe this is a very slow, gradual process for you as you come to realization. I sure hope so, because it is very involved in alchemical. You're getting the message. Are you receiving the messages? Are you attempting to kind of get through it? Yeah, I mean, it's very significant that the Eight of Wands is here. So taking the time out for yourself will allow you to receive the messages, but also, like maybe you've already been getting a lot of psychic, intuitive downloads as well as messages. You're like, or you've really truly come to accept and realize that you are very empathic, but like sensitive, and like you pick up the energies, and so that also affects your grounded nature and your emotional stability, and also your financial stability. I don't see a concern with financial stability, but I see that you are concerned with what that means for your future contracts and like bigger contracts. So I guess you do want to go bigger, right? And this is a block where you've committed too much time and essence into involving yourself as a helper, supporter, a giver, and you're not, however you're doing that now is not enforcing boundaries, and it really like dims you, like it, like will you come back? Will you come out? Will you come out? Will you come out? You're getting messages, right? Alrighty. The Lovers at the bottom and the Hierophant peeking through. You're getting messages, and these just decided to flow out. So the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Cups, and the Five of Wands. You are I guess you're slowly coming to that realization. You've been kind of fighting people off, or like fighting, you've come to realize a lot of the like, a lot of this mental information or energy that you get is not yours. Fighting a lot of that off, taking on too much of others' projects, and taking on too much of others' things, for like doing too much for others. Them kind of competing in your head for like, there's there again, right? There's a need to fully own and discover and truly. I'm getting that's sort of your rock, like that's your foundation, your stability. Somehow, as your psychic intuitive gifts, those psychic intuitive gifts will help you to formulate these grand partnerships in business, and ultimately, I guess, if you do want a romantic or relationship like that, long lasting contractual type of relationships, emotional, business, familial, romantic, all of those types, friends and family. You have every capability. You feel blocked, I guess. You're wondering, yeah, if that form, that wave, of that rush, that all-encompassing hit of spiritual and emotional love, slowly but surely you're coming to it, right? Like it's methodical. Again, it's involved. It's a step, because there's a lot of big energy here. The Wheel of Fortune, the Magician. So 1 and 10 are 1. We have 2 of Cups and 2 of Cups. And we have the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands. We have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. And then we have another one. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Slowly, you're coming to it, right? Because you had been really blocked. A lot of what you're doing caused a lot of mental blockages. Like, it led you to kind of believe that you're very unstable and that you can't attract these new possibilities anymore. It seems very jaded, very like not wanting to move out of that space, because you also don't want to just kind of lean into your psychic capabilities. Y'all, can we read the Against Nature card, please? I believe that you are coming to it, because I have the 2 of Cups twice, and then I have the Lovers. I mean, we did start the message with so the Star in reverse. So I talk a lot about, I feel like 2 or 3 videos ago I talked about like going into therapy and how to maybe feel a little bit more like how to kind of plan to feel more comfortable. Let spirit in, right? Let spirit in. Get a little bit more organized. Think about just going to talk to kind of like get clarity, like going into maybe a counselor or therapy, or maybe there are some friends that can help you and you just want to get clarity by talking it out. Something about like talking it out and just maybe telling someone like the truth, or about how you actually feel, or like what's kind of causing this like deep block in the mind and the sense of blockage, and maybe how you feel that you feel that you have been helpful and supportive to others, and now you want to remove yourself from being that supportive role. You want to take on a new role. You've been inspired, and that you need to get a little bit of time to rebuild momentum, and that way you can then reshift, take a new leap of faith, with the Queen of Pentacles being here. It's about a new leap of faith with the Spirit, with the Sun card, with the Spirit card, and then with the Queen of Pentacles, taking that leap of faith by clearing, purifying, projecting what's not yours, sending clearing all that out. It's resetting up your environment. Something about seeing the physical environment in a very clean and organized and also manner, and also like cleansing out like the home and purifying the home and purifying the body, maybe saging or smoke cleansing or air cleansing, and also just cleansing the home, and then getting organized. Oh my, wow. And then like the downloads will start to come. You'll start to gain groundedness. It's like you feel like you're fighting demons, but it's just the other people's vibrations clogging your system, and like owning this vibration that you're the support and the helper, and that you must be available to help and support everyone, locks you in over there. So that this created that block, and now you need to it does apply a lot to like mental shifting, and that does sometimes is not as easy as it sounds. Sometimes it is. So in this case, it may require that talking to someone, right? Or because it's about admitting the truth, and then just to move on from it and forgive yourself, so that you can just focus on the new goals, the new plans, your new inspirational visions on some level. Contra naturam, against nature on some level. So it's willfulness to force or control. We all know when we are going against nature. We recognize it in feelings of impatience and agitation that arise when trying to force certain outcomes. The contra naturam card arrives to remind the alchemist they cannot control the uncontrollable. Nature has its way, enveloping us in a wild narrative that we can collaborate in, but not dictate. No matter our efforts to manage every aspect of our lives, the mess ensues. Spring is soggy. The lotus requires mud. People do what they do. This card heeds a warning not to fight the flow of Mother Nature or of destiny. Once we loosen the grip of what we think life should look like, a whole new realm of possibilities awakens. Now is the time to be radically open to what nature has in store for you. What we resist persists. So be mindful. This card appears with the Saturn, or the Iron card, and the Saturn. Saturn, this whole vibration, and Saturn was the last reading, okay? So it says an overarching structure that may need re-envisioning, okay? This overarching structure and mask. Think of this card as trying to force a square peg into a round hole. There's likely a solution waiting for you to see it. Shake things up, dance, tell a joke, take a break. On that note, magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings and queens, you have got this. Please take care of yourselves. Congratulations if you're having a baby. As prophetic vessel likes to say, stay prayed up, keep it light, keep it real. Exciting new times, right? I believe that you can reach this state and turn that wheel. Really, just owning it, taking a deep breath and owning it. Okay, you've got this.